Ollie.
What's going on, everybody? From Westfield Theatre, I'm Gene Kim, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings, created by First We Feast with Sean Evans. And today, to start off our series, we have Kaili Fox with us today. We saw her play a killer sorority girl in Legally Blonde. She played Santa's little helper in Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. Now she takes the spotlight with her debut lead role as Kate Monster in Avenue Q. Kaili, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
How are you with spicy food?
Terrible.
Yeah?
I'm the worst. I don't eat spicy food ever.
I feel like this is going to have some really good highlight moments
I'm
to
gonna
it.
be well seasoned after this. Maybe I'll like spicy food after.
Alright, so this first one is sriracha. No big deal.
I feel I'm like that meme of the dog in the burning building because like it's okay for now, but right now I'm like, this is fine.
I'm gonna rapid fire some Avenue Q style questions too.
Okay.
Tell me about your character.
Kate is a kindergarten teaching assistant who lives on Avenue Q. She's very free-spirited, and I think she brings a lot of heart to the show where it's needed because it is a comedy, and not a lot of the characters are very nice, but she is.
Other than Kate Monster, who do you relate to the most in the show?
I'd say, like, Act 1 style Princeton, because I also find the world to be a scary place. And instead of not knowing what's happening after college, I just don't know what's happening for college.
I feel that.
So we're equally in a space of, I don't know what's going on.
Since we're doing the school edition for Avenue Q, I gotta ask, what parts of the original show are you sad we can't do?
I'm sad we're not doing, like, basically anything that got cut. I'm sad we're not doing Internet is for Porn, My Girlfriend Who Lived in Canada. And contrary to popular belief, I'm kind of sad we're not doing Loud as the Hell You Want for the meme, but like, I'm also kind of happy we're not doing it just because I'd lose my dignity on stage doing that in front of my parents. I'm doing a lot better already in the beginning than I thought I would, just putting that out there.
I'm proud of you. As a substitute teacher, Kate Monster wants to teach kids about the internet. So I want to talk about your social media for a little bit.
Okay.
Can you tell me about this blooper reel that you posted on Instagram about your Avenue Q pre-screens?
Unlike most shows, this is the first time we did auditions through video submissions. And I sent in the best that I could do because like everyone was getting sick at that time. It was like the cusp of winter starting. And I like went to Starbucks, I got tea, I like let it sink into my system and I'm like filming in the basement I'm filming in my basement of my house in the closet of the guest room. So like the most secluded place I could think of in the world because no one can hear me upstairs. And like every take I'm just messing up something and I'm like, no! and then it was just so funny to look back because even on one of them, like I had a Bluetooth speaker that was playing the audition music, but my dad's phone somehow connected to it, and some like Thanksgiving YouTube ad starts playing about like sweet potato yams, and I'm just like, no! And I'm so frustrated, and also just failing completely, but it worked out in the end. This is really sweet.
I also try to like pick like the best tasting ones.
Yeah,
So
these
it's
are
like-
good.
I'm glad you like them. I also want to talk about Kate Monster as a substitute teacher. So as you know, like her first day on the job doesn't really go that well. So I was wondering if you have any crazy part-time job experiences that you could tell us about.
My first part-time job was I worked at Chick-fil-A, and if you work in the food business, like everyone is crazy. Like I used to make like a thread on Twitter of like my craziest customer experiences. This guy came in and it's Chick-fil-A, so he orders a meal that's probably like $6. and he hands me a $100 bill to pay for it. And like it would, I open the register and it's taking a very long time for me to get his change back. And he just looks at me dead in the eyes and says, wow, if I knew it would take this long, I would have just used my card. And I just looked up and I went, well. And then I just like kept getting his change and I was so frustrated, I just wanted to like throw it back at him.
Do you have any crazy experiences with kids?
I don't know if this is necessarily my experience, but on Brendan and I's first date, we were at Cox Farms, and we were waiting in line to go on this slide, and this child just runs up to Brendan and kisses his leg. And we were like, whose kid is this? And why did he just come up and kiss his leg? And then his mom comes after him and is like, did you just kiss him? No! And just like pulls him away, and we were like, okay. You know, I felt a little more comfortable when it was like not a lot of people in here, just so you know. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Oh my god.
There's some consequences to the bomb.
What's the question?
Alright,
Oh my god.
so,
It won't get out.
yeah, sorry, I just like,
My child here. Ask me the damn question,
All right.
Gene.
so there's a part in the show when Princeton gives Kate Monster a mixtape.
Yes.
So music-wise, I know that you have a wide range of musical interests, from the Book of Mormon soundtrack, and then maybe the next day you'll be listening to like Life of Pablo by Kanye West. So so I'm gonna name some characters from the show, and I want you to tell me the first song that comes to mind. I want you to tell me the first song that comes to mind when you think of these characters. All right? Christmas Eve.
Saucy by Justin Timberlake.
Can you explain?
I mean, she's trying to work at a Korean deli.
All right, Gary Coleman.
I feel like any Kanye West song where he's like at his lowest point because like no one just understands him. Like no one understands Gary Coleman.
Right, Bad Idea Bears.
Bad Idea Bears. Like any like teeny bopper like girl band, like Little Mix or something, because like there's just multiple of them and they're so annoying.
Alright, last one.
I told you this would happen.
Last
My
one.
eyes- What?
Trekkie Monster.
Trekkie would definitely be like an R. Kelly song or something. Did you see that tear just running?
Alright, are you ready?
Oh my lord.
So, this last swing is called the last dab. We call it the last dab because it's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing.
I hate you.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. Just a little extra.
No.
No? That's totally fine. It's totally fine.
I'm not doing it. Okay.
Alright, are you ready for this? Alright, wait, before we eat this last wing, I'm gonna ask the question. Alright, so you play the lead role in Avenue Q, but you're also a member of the Cappy's Critics team here at Westfield.
Yes.
And so I know that you write some pretty good reviews. In fact, you had your own, one of your reviews published just recently. And so, as we down this last wing, I was wondering if you could give us a mini Cappy style review of Avenue Q without any milk. Alright, are you ready? Alright.
I'm really like that picture of like Squidward like eating the Krabby Patty. Oh no. No. I'll leave. Yeah. Oh, it's on my finger. I'm needing a little more of that. In Westfield Theater's production of Avenue Q, we learned the hardships of adulthood. Keep in mind, I take like 3 hours to write these reviews in a bathtub, so it's hard. We learned the hardships of adulthood and how life can be after college. Kaili Fox, in her breakout role, is doing a good job. Wade Parker, as Princeton, is that's all that's important. End review.
Alright, Kylie, you did it. You cleared the board. I'm so proud of you. You said you weren't good at spicy. Oh my gosh, I got it in my eye. You said you weren't good at spicy stuff, but you cleared the board. You set the bar high, and I'm proud of you. I have nothing but a good review of your performance. So with nothing left to do, I have to roll out the red carpet for you. You gotta tell the people what's been going on. This camera, this camera, this camera. Tell the people what's been going on.
Like the show? I don't understand this question. Avenue Q. February 16th, 17th, and 18th. 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 2 o'clock.
Yeah, round of applause.
And, I'm probably gonna be okay.